of course, a lot of you guys don't know, but Shafik has dropped an album on Apple Music,
Yes.
and he got some videos on YouTube.
Yes.
And you have a lot of he was naturally gifted in writing songs and producing songs, and he has a lot of experience in music. So I want to touch that about how you started the music, how you bettered yourself, how did you get into recording, how do you write a song? You write it so fast,
Right.
like I can't even think about where to start.
Right. So I've always really liked music. Always liked top 40 radio stuff. I would listen to it a lot, and I kind of always felt like I could do what I was hearing. I just felt like it was in me. Like, okay, I understand. Like, they're making a chorus, they're making a verse. Obviously, how to make it all sound come together, how to make concepts come together. So for the longest time, I thought I could do it until I eventually just sat down. I was like, I'm gonna do it, and started slow. Just started with me, my friend Brett, just on a computer, having fun, making stuff up. So it sounded terrible, but it was kind of the start of it. And then you just keep at it, right? You keep having that belief of, I can make it better. I can make it better. I can make it better. And then over time, it does get better. But yeah.
But in most of this music you were naturally gifted.
Yeah.
You're not a musician that went to music school and learned everything and
No,
then
I didn't
started
know how to do
singing or
anything.
writing. Yeah.
I probably would have been better if I had some type of teaching. But at the same time, I was also able to really make my own sound and how I wanted my particular style to be, because it just came from me. I didn't really look for advice. I mean, I had artists I obviously looked up to, but obviously my voice sounded different than theirs. The production I was able to get was very different than theirs. So I just kind of made it all work the best way I could.
Who are your mentors? And I said, which musicians that are singers that you look up to?
Definitely always really liked Drake. He was always able to change his style with the times, and he's always been able to stay relevant. I liked a lot of R&B singers like T-Pain, Usher, Chris Brown, Ray J. Another probably hip hop guy was Eminem. I really liked the way he would rap, because he was just one of the best.
He was just amazing.
Yeah, he was one of the best. By far one of the best. So, but yeah, probably him and Drake the most. But I always really, really liked R&B. So I really liked mixing in like the rapping with the singing, and then over time I even gained a lot more respect for pop, just because pop is obviously what's mainly on the radio. But I liked how they structured their songs and how they made like music very easy to listen to and make it make sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So what are your plans for the future in the music? I know you recorded and now you're sort of out of it.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're taking a break. Because the reason I'm asking, because I'm not because you're my son, you're extremely naturally talented in it. And what I love the most about you, your tone of voice is very different.
Right.
And when I look at the major artists like Rihanna, her tone of voice is totally different than the other female singer.
Yeah, no one sounds like her at all.
Yeah, nobody sounds like her. Even Drake, when you look at his voice, I would not. I mean, he's the most successful rapper or whatever.
Yeah.
But I would not call his voice the best. But his tone of voice is totally different.
Yeah, it's not that he's a very talented singer, but the way he sounds and the way his voice comes over on the mic is very, very unique.
Even if you look at Spanish Bad Bunny.
Oh yeah, same thing.
Totally different tone of voice.
No one sounds like him. No one sounds like him.
And I always had my gut feeling when I hear you saying that your tone of voice is amazing. It's very unique. It doesn't make any difference what you sing. But talking about the music and the music you have made, it's very amazing, because I used to always tell you that if you're going to write a song and sing a song and record it, sing something you can say in a shower.
Right.
And your songs are very much like you can sing in the shower.
Right. And that's why I really fell in love with pop too.
Yes.
Because pop is all about stuff you can sing in the shower. But I still also really liked hip hop and R&B. So I try to put those influences into a pop song and to make it something that I would like and other people would like. Because if you don't like it yourself when you're making it, there's not really a point to make it, because then you don't get the energy to keep going and make it better and better.
Now, you had one album recorded, but then I have a lot of songs of you sent me that you recorded, you mastered, but you never released it.
Right.
Now, those songs are very unique. Every one of them was very unique. Like, I have a lot of experience in music. Of course, I'm not a musician, but I've loved music last 50, 60 years.
Right.
Every time I worked in New York or in Africa, I was on Revolution, I relate every day of my life to a certain song. Your songs, the one that were not published, were amazing because they were so different, so different from each other. And I've never seen a singer, and any singer in the world, that in one album he can have 8 songs that sound totally different.
Right.
Different style, different beat, different everything.